Нет! Хорош! Хорош! Блядь, быстро! Все, подбили его!
Ебало, на ты, брат, все, на ты.
Здорово. Сколько цинков? 30. До сих пор.
Нормальная охота, да?
Хата вообще бомба, но. Там же окопчики бомба, блядь. Все окопано вниз. Тут уж какой-то бью, где это, блядь. Здесь можно жить. Здесь можно жить. Ебать, кеды прилипают, сука. Где-то ртуть 2 прошел. Начало посадки где-то километр. Вниз вот так, блин. Сейчас здесь горка. Слева открытка. Без тропы, блядь. Ничего не видно. Идти полево. Ага.
The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue the special military operation. In Belgorod direction, units of the Sever group of forces inflicted fire damage on manpower and hardware of 4 mechanized brigades, an assault regiment of the AFU, and 3 territorial defense brigades close to Miropoli, Ugroidi, Turia, and Krasnopoli, Sumy region. The enemy's losses amounted to more than 175 troops, 2 tanks, 4 armored fighting vehicles, 18 motor vehicles, and 4 artillery guns, including a French-made 155mm Caesar self-propelled artillery system. 1 ammunition depot was destroyed. The Zapad group of forces improved the tactical situation along the front line. Russian troops engaged 3 mechanized brigades, an assault brigade of the AFU, and 2 territorial defense brigades near Kamenka, Shikovka, Zagoroykivka, Tishchenka, Kondrashavka, Chernishchina, Kharkov region, Novoy, Kolodizy, Yampol, and Rydkadub of the Donetsk People's Republic. The AFU losses amounted to more than 250 troops, a tank, for armored fighting vehicles including 2 M113 armored personnel carriers, and a U.S.-made HMMWV armored vehicle. For motor vehicles, 3 Western-made artillery guns, including a UK-made 155mm FH-70 howitzer, 3 electronic warfare stations, and 3 ammunition depots have been neutralized. Units of the UG group of forces took more advantageous lines and positions. Russian elements damaged 6 mechanized brigades, an airmobile brigade of the AFU, a territorial defense brigade, and 2 National Guard brigades near Seversk, Novomarkovo, Verolyubovka, Chasov Yar, Konstantinovka, Kurdiamovka, Ulyanovka, and Tarasovka, Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy lost more than 310 troops, a U.S.-made M113 armored personnel carrier, 5 pickup trucks, 5 field artillery guns, an electronic warfare station, and a fuel depot. Units of the Central Group of Forces improved the tactical situation. Russian formations engaged 3 mechanized brigades, a Jaeger brigade, an assault brigade, an unmanned aerial vehicles brigade, an assault regiment of the AFU, and a National Guard brigade near Dmitrov, Zverevo, Krasnoarmeysk, Udagnoy, Novosergeyevka, and Alexeyevka, Donetsk People's Republic. The AFU losses amounted to up to 460 troops, 6 armored fighting vehicles including 2 U.S.-made M113 armored personnel carriers, 2 French-made VAB armored personnel carriers, 8 motor vehicles, and 4 field artillery guns. Units of the Vostok group of forces continued advancing into the depth of enemy defense. The Russian armed forces inflicted losses on manpower and hardware of a mountain assault brigade and an airmobile brigade of the AFU, a marine brigade, and a territorial defense brigade close to Razliv, Volnoy Pol, Novopol, Donetsk People's Republic, and Timirovka, Zaporozhye region. The AFU losses amounted to up to 145 troops, 2 armored fighting vehicles, 3 motor vehicles, and 3 field artillery guns, including a German-made 155mm Panzerhaubitze 2000 self-propelled artillery system. The Dnieper Group's units improved the situation along the front line. Units of a mechanized brigade, a mountain assault brigade, 2 coastal defense brigades of the AFU, and 2 territorial defense brigades have been hit near Novodanilovka, Maly Sherbaki, Lobkovoy, Kamenskoye, Zaporozhye region, Poniatovka, and Antonovka, Kherson region. Up to 90 troops, a tank, 3 motor vehicles, a U.S.-made 155mm M777 howitzer, an electronic warfare station, and an ammunition depot of the enemy have been neutralized. Operational tactical aviation, attack drones, missile troops and artillery of the Russian groups of forces have engaged the military airfield infrastructure, ammunition depots, production plants, storage and training sites for the launch of unmanned aerial vehicles, as well as clusters of enemy manpower and hardware in 142 areas during the day. Russian air defense systems have shot down 4 JDAM guided aerial bombs and 3 HIMARS MLRS projectiles during the day, as well as 227 fixed-wing drones. The Sever group of forces in offensive inflicted fire damage on elements of 1 mechanized brigade, 3 air assault brigades, 1 marine brigade, 1 presidential brigade, and 1 territorial defense brigade of the armed forces of Ukraine close to Gogolevka, Gornal, Gaivo, and Oleshnya. 3 enemy counterattacks were repelled. Operational tactical, army aviation, and artillery fire hit enemy manpower and hardware close to Basovka, Belovadi, Verakino, Velikaya Rybitsa, Veselovka, Vodology, Zurovka, Zapsali, Lochnia, Miropoli, Magritsa, Abadi, Pisarevka, Sadki, Unikovka, and Yablanovka, Sumy region. Black Small Square in the past 24 hours, the AFU losses amounted to over 260 troops, a tank, an infantry fighting vehicle, 3 armored fighting vehicles, 10 motor vehicles, 2 artillery guns, 3 mortars, and 2 UAV command posts. Since the beginning of hostilities in Kursk direction, the AFU losses amounted to more than 69,960 troops, 401 tanks, 327 infantry fighting vehicles, 289 armored personnel carriers, 2,222 armored fighting vehicles, 2,542 motor vehicles, 585 artillery guns, 53 MLRS launchers, including 13 of HIMARS and 7 of MLRS made by the USA, 26 anti-aircraft missile launchers, 1 self-propelled anti-aircraft system, 10 transport loading vehicles, 121 EW stations, 18 counter-battery radars, 10 air defense radars, 56 units of engineering and other material, including 23 counter-obstacle vehicles, 1 UR-77 mine-clearing vehicle, 5 bridge launchers, 1 engineering reconnaissance vehicle, as well as 15 armored recovery vehicles and 1 command post vehicle. The operation to neutralize the AFU units is in progress.